Hi everyone, this is Ann Evanston, and The Warrior is Within You, warrior-preneur.com, and the Social Networking Coaching Club. Twitterology, the social psychology of using Twitter for business. One of the questions I am frequently asked is, how do you determine who to follow? Now, there will become a certain point where one of the primary things you have to do is decide if you're going to follow back those that are currently following you. So I wanted to share with you, with my own followers, how I make that decision myself. And this is a great page with a lot of great examples. So first tip number one is I always look at your avatar, your headshot, if you will, technically called an avatar. And your avatar says a lot to me. Number one, if you have the little generic Twitter bird, I'm already worried, quite honestly, because what you're saying to me is that you don't have enough time to put up a picture to build some authenticity and some credibility with me. So that's a first warning sign for me in terms of, am I going to follow you back or not? The second thing I look at with an avatar is it a logo or a headshot? And believe it or not, research shows that people who actually use a headshot are 4 times more likely to engage and get business with you than somebody who uses a logo. Now, this doesn't mean that I won't follow somebody who has a logo up there. But again, it's a warning for me that I need to look further before I make that decision. The second thing I look at in terms of following somebody is your username, which this is their username. I really have no idea to follow somebody that uses the word gang, and the picture looks pretty gangish to me. And it's definitely, your last tweet shows up here when you look at your followers, and you can see it's pretty gang oriented. I prefer to find somebody who has a real name. Real names attract me. Number one, when you tweet to me, I know who to call you. And what I know without a doubt in terms of relationship building is using people's names makes a difference. So if you make it easy for me to know your name, then it's easier for us to build relationship together. So those are two things right there that I look at in terms of making a decision. Third thing that I will often do is click on this link to go over and look at their actual page. I think this is important to do. If not, you run some risks in terms of who you follow, but there are strategies about that. And what am I looking at this page? Number one, I'm looking to see if it's branded. I love it when somebody has branded their page. It says to me that they're serious about what they're doing. Second, I look to see if they filled out their bio. Third, I look to see if it's a real link to a real website, not a shortened URL, because often a shortened URL indicates to me that it's an affiliate link and a sales page, and I want to know that you're a real person with something real. If you don't have a link, then you're probably not a business person and you're not the right fit with me. So it's also important to consider who's your target market. Then I'm also looking at your tweets, believe it or not. I'm looking at, do you share some stuff about yourself? Do you engage with people? Here's a mention, engaging, replying with people, right? Do you retweet on occasion? There's a retweet. I'm looking to see if you do those kind of things, because that tells me that you are going to engage and participate with me. So that's somebody that I would follow. The final question that I ask myself is, could this person be a potential raving fan, loyal customer, or referral to me? And if the answer is yes to that question, I click the button. And then the last thing I do once I follow somebody, my newest strategy, is I have created a list that for 2 months, so it's getting ready to change to February, March. I've created a list that I put them in that bucket immediately. So I click on this list here, I put them into my newbies list, and I'm following that on my TweetDeck and in Hootsuite, where I can actually try to engage them and move them into a more important list if I need to be able to really build that relationship with them. So those are my tips about taking the list of people who are following you and determining whether or not you should follow them back. Have a great day.